Do you want to know the secret to an impactful volunteering experience? Having an engaged and enthusiastic pool of volunteers, of course. You might be thinking, okay, sure, that sounds nice, but how do I recruit great volunteers? I'm Sissy with Jotform, and the answer to that question is simple: with a great volunteer application form. In today's video, we'll discuss 3 tips on making an amazing volunteer application form with Jotform. Let's get into it. Firstly, when it comes to nonprofits, there are certain logistical and legal limitations to who you can accept as a volunteer. It's important to vet people so you can ensure individuals won't cause harm to your organization or your organization's clients. The Jotform volunteer application form is your first line of defense when it comes to screening qualified individuals. A straightforward way to vet your volunteers is with references, even if it's just one. This part of the application should have space to collect data like their reference's name, email address, home address, and phone number. Or you can do background and credit checks. For this, you'll want to gather your applicant's birthday and social security number. You can also customize this area with a form field for driver's license and CPR certifications if applicable. Second, positively impact your volunteer experience by ensuring that the experience is positive for both your volunteers and your organization. One way to do this is to set appropriate expectations. At the top of your volunteer application form, write a short blurb about your organization and the contributions its volunteers make. Include any necessary links as well. Regardless of whether it's preparing food for the elderly, cleaning up trash on the beach, or taking animal shelter dogs on walks, summarizing the anticipated tasks and activities a volunteer could potentially carry out helps them gain a clear scope of what's expected. You should also include the minimum and expected commitment level in this part of the application. Maybe it's hours per week or a set duration of time per volunteer. Stating this helps to set those important volunteer expectations. And third, gather the information you need to appropriately fill out your volunteer files. It's just as important to understand the applicant's expectations and commitment level as it is for volunteers to understand the organization's expectations. Ask applicants their desired commitment level and what they'd like to gain from the experience. Ask them what skill sets they have. Perhaps they can contribute to the organization in a number of ways. It's key to gather this info so you know how to best pair your volunteers with work. Other info that could be helpful to know includes languages spoken, current employer, organizations that the applicant is a part of, and preferred volunteer areas. If you follow these 3 steps, you'll be well on your way to working with great volunteers and making positive changes in your community. Let's do a quick review. Protect your organization by requesting references and running background and credit checks. Ensure a positive experience for your volunteers and your organization alike. And gather necessary info like skill sets and availability to make the most out of your volunteer files. Until next time, I'm Sissy. Thanks for tuning into Jotform. Happy volunteering!